Have you ever considered whether some of the habits you've cultivated over the years might be quietly sabotaging your quality of life? As we age, certain behaviors that once appeared innocuous may be sapping our energy, impacting our relationships, and preventing us from fully embracing life. But what if I told you that liberating yourself from just a handful of these habits could greatly enhance your emotional well-being, health, and even your happiness? In today's video, we will unveil 7 essential things you need to stop doing. At this moment, it's time to reclaim authority over your life. Each of these habits may be hindering you in ways you never anticipated, influencing everything from our interactions with others to our perceptions of physical and emotional well-being. These 7 insights will enable you to fully embrace your golden years. Stay with us until the conclusion, as by eliminating these behaviors today, you'll not only extend your lifespan but also enrich the quality of your years with wisdom, independence, and genuine satisfaction. Whether it's finding your voice again or re-establishing connections with those around you. Embrace the beauty surrounding you and rekindle the joy found in life's simple pleasures. Each step you take can lead to a more fulfilling and satisfying future. Don't overlook the potential of your best years, which may be just around the corner. If you haven't yet subscribed, I encourage you to do so and activate the notification bell to stay updated on new content. Your support is invaluable, and if this video resonated with you, consider liking and sharing it to help spread these important lessons. If you found the topic engaging, please leave a comment with a 1, if not, feel free to share your thoughts. 0 to let me know how I can enhance and elevate the videos for you. Now, let's embark on this journey together. Prepare yourself, as what you're about to hear has the potential to transform everything. We will explore the 7 actions you must cease immediately. These habits, often performed without awareness, are gradually depleting your energy, robbing you of peace, and, perhaps most sadly, creating a gap between you and a life filled with genuine fulfillment and joy. This isn't merely about implementing minor adjustments, it's about reclaiming authority over your life and emotions. It's time to break free from the routine and embrace a life filled with purpose. The first step is to stop passively accepting everything that comes your way. Consider how frequently you find yourself agreeing just to sidestep confrontation. Reflect on how often you suppress your own thoughts and emotions to maintain harmony. This is a common experience, particularly as we age. Somewhere along the line, we've been led to think that preserving tranquility is paramount. Remaining silent, nodding along with the crowd, and avoiding conflict may seem like a safe choice. Yet, the harsh reality is that each time you concede to something that doesn't resonate with your true beliefs, each time you utter a yes, while your inner self cries out no, you are gradually eroding your self-worth. You're relinquishing fragments of your identity, piece by piece, until one day you might awaken to find a stranger in the mirror. You may convince yourself that conforming is a means to sidestep unnecessary turmoil or pressure, but in truth, you are sacrificing something far more precious, your voice. Cease the doubts that arise when you falter in defending your convictions. By doing so, you permit others to control your existence, surrendering your authority over your own choices, whether they are aware of it or not. This gradual erosion of your autonomy and identity can be a painful journey. I've witnessed this repeatedly. Individuals often believe that with age, their perspectives hold less weight and their choices become trivial. Yet, this notion is a stark misconception. The wisdom and experiences you have gathered throughout your life are invaluable. Years hold immense value, offering a distinctive viewpoint and a profound comprehension that younger generations often lack. Why should you, of all people, hold back when you possess a wealth of experiences? Reflect on the moments you've wished to speak up but refrained, the instances of disagreement where you opted for silence to maintain harmony. In truth, by doing so, you're not merely preserving peace for others, you're sacrificing your own inner tranquility. You have the right to be heard, the right to express your thoughts in your own life. Never allow anyone to diminish the significance of your voice. It holds immense value, rooted in profound experiences and the wisdom you've gained through challenges. When you cease to question and begin to conform to the opinions of others, you compromise your capacity to stand firm and make choices that reflect your true self. Over time, this can foster a sense of powerlessness, as if life is merely unfolding around you instead of being shaped by your actions. Now is the moment to disrupt that pattern, to take back your voice, to have faith in your own judgment, and to make decisions that resonate with your authentic self. Your values and beliefs should be your own, not dictated by others. Additionally, it's crucial to avoid isolating yourself socially. I recognize that as we grow older, the urge to withdraw can be strong. Staying home to dodge social gatherings and allowing friendships to gradually fade may seem like the easier path. The effort required to nurture relationships or forge new ones can feel draining. However, the stark reality is that isolation steals away connection, joy, and the fundamental experience of being alive. If you're still engaged with this message, if you find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know you're still here with me. Loneliness is not merely an emotional experience, it manifests physically as well. Studies indicate that prolonged isolation can lead to serious health issues, including a heightened risk of heart disease, depression, and even cognitive decline. The human brain is designed for connection. We are social beings meant to share our lives with others, exchange ideas, laugh, cry, and feel together. When you isolate yourself from the world, by doing more than merely sidestepping social discomfort, you're denying your mind and body the essential nourishment required for flourishing. I understand that it may seem simpler to retreat, particularly during times of low energy or when it feels like common ground with others has diminished. However, the reality is that you possess valuable contributions to make. Your life experiences, your stories, your wisdom, these are treasures that others are eager to hear. Never underestimate the significance of connection, even if it manifests as a straightforward conversation over a cup of coffee. Or a phone call with an old friend. When you isolate yourself, loneliness begins to creep in. It acts like a slow poison, eroding not just your emotional well-being but your physical health too. It seeps into every aspect of your life, often without you even realizing it at first. Initially, it's just a quiet feeling of being alone, but over time it can transform into a deep aching sadness, a sense that something essential is missing from your life. But here's the good news, it's never too late to reconnect. It's never too late to reach out. Reach out to those in your life, whether they are family, old friends, or new acquaintances you encounter. Don't sit back and wait for others to approach you. Take the initiative to cultivate those relationships that bring you happiness. Venture beyond your comfort zone, even if it's just a small step at first. Attend that social gathering you've been hesitant about, or pick up the phone and reconnect with someone you haven't spoken to in a while. You might be amazed at how much brighter your spirits become when you allow yourself to embrace connection once more. Remember, it's not about being in the company of others constantly. It's all about cultivating interactions that enhance your existence. Whether it's an intimate chat with a friend, participating in a community group, or simply being more engaged with those around you, connection is essential for your well-being. Don't allow isolation to rob you of this. You deserve to feel connected, valued, and acknowledged. Take the initiative to reach out, reconnect, and reintegrate into the world. You may discover that the joy, peace, and fulfillment you've been seeking are nearer than you realize, even if it seems challenging to forge new connections. As you navigate this stage of life, you might find that connections have shifted, friends may have moved away or become distant, leading to feelings of isolation. It's easy to fall into the belief that a solitary existence is your only path, but that couldn't be more misleading. There are numerous avenues to explore that can reignite the joy of human interaction. You don't have to succumb to loneliness or accept days spent in solitude. Consider joining a community group, enrolling in a recreational class, or picking up a new hobby to rediscover the richness of connection. Embracing technology to maintain connections with loved ones across distances presents countless opportunities just waiting for you to seize them. Every interaction, no matter how trivial it may appear, offers profound benefits to your heart, mind, and spirit. These moments of connection, filled with laughter and shared stories, nourish your soul in ways you might not fully comprehend. They serve as a reminder that you are part of something greater, that your life still holds immense value, and that you are cherished. So, if you find yourself shying away from others or opting out of social engagements, consider the richness that these connections can bring. Engaging in social activities may seem daunting or leave you feeling detached, but it's essential to embrace human interaction as a key to aging gracefully and living with joy and purpose, even in your later years. Don't allow the misleading comfort of isolation to overshadow the laughter, conversations, and warmth that await you. You deserve these connections, and the world is eager to hear your stories and wisdom. Now, let's address the third aspect you need to reconsider: neglecting your physical health simply because you believe it's too late to make a change. The difference in this mindset is one of the most perilous and discouraging traps we encounter as we grow older. It's all too easy to think that because your body has endured so much or because you're not as youthful and vigorous as you once were, it no longer matters. Perhaps you've persuaded yourself that exercise won't make a difference, that eating healthier is futile, or that those doctor appointments you keep delaying aren't significant. But let me assure you, this couldn't be more inaccurate. Age is irrelevant. It doesn't matter if you're in your 60s or 70s. Whether you're in your 60s or even 80s, it's never too late to prioritize your well-being. Small, intentional changes can significantly enhance your quality of life. Every bit of effort matters. A brief stroll around the block, some mental stretches, or basic balance exercises can greatly boost your mobility and lower the risk of falls. These actions are not just trivial routines, they are vital steps toward preserving your independence and fostering a sense of strength and capability. Never overlook the impact of these small acts of self-care. What you consume can truly transform your life. The food you eat significantly influences your daily well-being. A diet rich in whole foods and ample hydration can unlock energy you never knew you lacked. It can also help prevent chronic illnesses that often arise as we age, such as diabetes, hypertension, and heart disease. Picture how much more vibrant your days could be with increased energy, reduced discomfort, and the assurance that you're nourishing your body for optimal performance, even at this stage of life. But here's the twist: attending to your physical health goes beyond just the body, it deeply influences your emotional state as well. By prioritizing your health, you affirm your worth, reminding yourself of the countless experiences still ahead, the moments waiting to be savored. As your body thrives, your mind becomes more vibrant and engaged. You'll observe a boost in your self-esteem and a shift towards a more optimistic perspective on life. You'll feel increasingly capable, confident, and truly alive, and who wouldn't want that? It's not about wishing to turn back the clock or feigning youth. It's about respecting the remarkable body that has journeyed with you through life and providing it with the care it warrants. It's about maximizing the years that lie ahead, ensuring they brim with vitality, energy, and well-being. By prioritizing your physical health, you're making a commitment to your future, a future where you can relish the activities, experiences, and connections that enrich your life. Life is a journey, and it's essential to silence the doubts that whisper it's too late or that there's no point. Every small step you take towards better health, be it an extra walk, a balanced meal, or a long-overdue doctor visit, brings you closer to a life brimming with joy, freedom, and the time to cherish what truly matters. Your health is a precious gift, one that you can continue to nurture at any stage of life. Don't abandon yourself now. There's a wealth of experiences waiting for you, and you deserve to be at your best to embrace them. It's time to let go of the things that hold you back. Living in the past and letting the echoes of bygone days overshadow your present is a common struggle. It's only human to cherish the significant moments of your life, to cling to the people you once knew, the places you visited, and the decisions that have molded your identity. However, while these memories hold great value, they can also act as shackles, preventing you from embracing the beauty and possibilities of the present. Remaining anchored in your recollections, no matter how delightful they may be, confines you to a realm that has faded away, and therein lies the tragedy. It obscures the joys, opportunities, and experiences that still await you. As we age, many succumb to the notion that our finest moments are behind us, that the thrill of life has already slipped away. You may find yourself reminiscing about old acquaintances, reflecting on choices you wish you had made differently, or lamenting missed chances. Regret can be a formidable force, casting a shadow over the present and dulling its vibrancy compared to the past. Yet, this mindset is constricting and ultimately deprives you. Consider the potential to craft fresh experiences of joy and satisfaction. The past has faded, and while it deserves recognition, it must not dictate your current reality. If you're still engaged with this video and find these insights valuable, please comment "Tobe" below to show your presence. The reality is that the present moment is all we genuinely possess. How you choose to spend your time right now holds greater significance than anything that has preceded it. Indeed, the past is unchangeable for any of us, but you hold the power to shape your day today. One can embrace the beauty of each sunrise, every conversation, and the myriad opportunities that come their way. When you find yourself anchored in the past, you inadvertently close the door on the future and the wondrous possibilities that await. This moment is not the conclusion of your journey, rather, it marks the beginning of a new chapter, filled with untapped potential, if only you choose to turn the page. You may think that being in a later stage of life means the end of adventure, excitement, or growth, but that notion is simply misguided. Life is full of gifts, regardless of age, but one must be willing to embrace them. This could mean exploring a new hobby, acquiring a skill you've long been interested in, or even forging new friendships. Each day presents a chance for growth and joy. It's never too late to embark on a new narrative, one that is enriched with elements that foster peace and happiness. It's essential to let the past reside in memory, ensuring it doesn't dictate your present. Keep in mind that the best is yet to come. Before you move forward, let's discuss an important point. The fifth thing you need to stop doing is sacrificing your happiness and well-being for others. I know that for many, this behavior seems noble, even essential, especially if you've always taken on the role of caretaker, prioritizing others because you felt it was your duty. You might think your value is linked to how much you give, how many people you can please, or how selflessly you can support your family, friends, or community. But let me share something with you. It's a difficult reality to face when you prioritize the needs of others over your own. You begin to lose sight of who you are. Even more disheartening is that those you sacrifice for may not recognize the extent of your sacrifices. You might have dedicated years, perhaps even decades, to nurturing others, be it your children, grandchildren, spouse, or family members. You've invested your energy into ensuring their well-being, all while sidelining your own dreams, neglecting your health, and deferring your happiness. Always holding on to the hope that one day you would prioritize yourself. That day has finally arrived. It's time to acknowledge that your happiness is just as important as anyone else's. You've earned that right. Here's the stark truth. When you consistently put others before yourself, there comes a moment when people start to take your generosity for granted. They become so used to your readiness to assist, to give, and to neglect your own needs, that they fail to recognize the significant impact it has on you. Even more troubling, over time, they may begin to expect it. It's not that they don't care about you, rather, you've conditioned them to think your needs are secondary. This is a precarious situation. You deserve to prioritize yourself, to focus on your well-being, and to create the life you've always envisioned. Caring for yourself isn't selfish, it's essential. You can't give from an empty cup, and after years of giving, yours may be perilously low. The reality is, you have every right to seek your happiness, to look after your health, and to engage in activities that fulfill you. Embrace the elements that spark your happiness, whether it involves learning to say no more frequently, establishing boundaries with those who depend on you, or dedicating time solely for yourself. It's essential to prioritize your own well-being. After a lifetime of giving, it's time to offer something to yourself, the right to experience joy. Plan that trip you've always dreamed of, invest time in your hobbies and passions, and allow yourself to rest without guilt. Remember, you are not a machine designed for perpetual service. You are a human being deserving of care, love, and happiness. It's time to prioritize your own happiness and stop sacrificing yourself for the sake of others. You've given so much, and now it's essential to redirect that love, care, and attention towards yourself. You deserve a life brimming with joy, peace, and the freedom to live by your own standards. Don't wait for someone else to grant you permission. Take that step for yourself today. As you advance, it's crucial to confront the sometimes uncomfortable truth. It's time to stop diminishing yourself just to satisfy others. This may seem bold, but it's necessary. It's disconcerting, yet the stark reality is this: while you've dedicated your days to selflessly supporting those around you, the very individuals you've invested so much in may be moving through life without a moment's pause, continuing as if nothing has changed, without any inclination to return the favor or lighten your load. It's a hard truth to confront, isn't it? For 4 years, you've been the unwavering support, the nurturer, the one who always agrees when others hesitate. However, what many are reluctant to acknowledge, and perhaps what you struggle to face, is that over time, this cycle of constant sacrifice can breed something unexpected: resentment. It starts as a whisper, then grows louder as you begin to see the truth. After all the years you've given to others, after the countless acts of kindness and care, the recognition and support you quietly hoped for hasn't come. The appreciation you deserve, the love you've poured into others, has not been returned in the way you imagined. And here's the kicker: if you continue down this road of endless self-sacrifice, not only will you be renouncing your happiness, can sometimes lead to a feeling of being utterly drained, both physically and emotionally. The exhaustion sneaks in like a slow fog, and one day you might wake up and ask yourself, what about me? When do I get to live for myself? It's crucial to break this cycle for your own sake, and it's not selfish to prioritize yourself. In fact, it's the most vital act of self-love you can offer. You can and should prioritize your own needs, because ultimately, who will take care of you if not yourself? Allow those around you to take on their own responsibilities. Their responsibilities cease to burden you. It's time to prioritize your well-being, for no one can tend to your needs quite like you. Now, let's address the 6th habit to abandon: neglecting your own physical and emotional boundaries out of fear of appearing weak or inadequate. There's a deeply ingrained notion, particularly as we age, that acknowledging our limitations equates to surrendering to the passage of time. By expressing, "I can't" or "I need assistance," we mistakenly perceive it as a sign of defeat. Recognizing your boundaries does not equate to a loss of energy or power. In fact, this belief is not only false but also perilous. Denying your limits can lead to real harm. Attempting to maintain the same level of activity you once did, whether that involves lifting heavy weights, matching a frenetic pace, or overlooking the signals of emotional and physical exhaustion, can lead to significant issues. Your body and mind have evolved since your 30s, 40s, or even 50s, and that is perfectly acceptable. It's a natural part of life as time moves forward. Everyone ignoring that reality is one of the biggest mistakes one can make. Think about it. How many individuals have you known who pushed themselves too far, only to end up with serious injuries or health issues that could have been avoided? How many refused to admit they were tired, in pain, or simply couldn't handle something on their own, ultimately paying the price for it? It happens far too often. The truth is, the greatest strength one can show is not in pretending to be invincible, it's in knowing when to take a step back. Seeking assistance and recognizing when to acknowledge your limits is crucial. The truth is that attempting to maintain a lifestyle reminiscent of your younger days, whether by physically overexerting yourself or neglecting emotional strain, can result in significant repercussions. Your body might be conveying messages indicating it's time to decelerate, to rest, and to prioritize self-care. Ignoring these cues could lead to costs far more substantial than you might anticipate. Aging isn't synonymous with surrender. Rather, it's about adapting, evolving, and welcoming the transformations that come with it. As time unfolds, it becomes essential to honor the body that has supported you through countless years, providing it with the care it rightfully deserves. It's about grasping that true wisdom lies in acknowledging your limits rather than ignoring them. By recognizing your physical and emotional boundaries, you not only safeguard yourself but also open the door to a healthier, more balanced existence. There is no shame in admitting the need to take it easy or to seek help. Rather, it reflects a profound wisdom and maturity to understand when it's time to slow down. Stop striving to be the person you were 2 or 3 decades ago. Embrace your current self, enriched by experiences, knowledge, and resilience that time has bestowed upon you. You have earned the right to live at your own pace, to prioritize self-care, and to savor life without the relentless pressure to exceed your limits. It's time to release the fear of seeming weak and to recognize the strength in understanding your boundaries. Acknowledging your limits doesn't mean you're losing anything. Rather, you're gaining the freedom to live more fully and healthily. So take a deep breath. Take a moment to breathe and allow yourself the grace of rest. Your value is not defined by your physical capabilities but by the remarkable individual you have evolved into over time. Slowing down does not diminish your essence. This is not to suggest you abandon the passions that bring you joy. Rather, it is essential to modify those pursuits to align with the present state of your body and mind. Recognizing your limits is not an indication of frailty but a testament to genuine wisdom. It requires both strength and bravery to acknowledge that some activities may no longer serve you. It's completely acceptable to say no or to recognize that something no longer serves you. This is not a failure but rather a vital act of self-care. A deep respect for your body and emotional health comes from understanding and upholding these boundaries. By doing so, you not only avert potential mishaps and complications but also safeguard your valuable energy for what genuinely matters to you, those aspects of life that bring you joy and fulfillment. Now, let's discuss the 7th thing you should cease doing: shying away from sexual relationships simply because you believe you've outgrown them. Or that it's simply no longer for you. This is one of the biggest myths surrounding older age, and it's time to shatter it once and for all. Sexuality has no expiration date, and the idea that desire somehow fades as you get older is simply not true. Sex and intimacy can continue to be a vital part of your life at any stage, including later in life. Many people, unfortunately, neglect this part of their lives due to shame, fear, or the assumption that they no longer qualify for it. But let me tell you, nothing could be further from the truth. The reality is that when approached with a healthy mindset, sexual intimacy can be a profound source of pleasure, emotional connection, and physical well-being at any age. Unfortunately, a significant barrier preventing many older adults from embracing their sexuality is both social and internalized prejudice. Society has led us to believe that sex is a domain exclusively for the young, as if it were a privilege that diminishes or vanishes with age. This notion is a falsehood, one that deprives countless individuals of an essential and fulfilling aspect of life. As life unfolds, the significance of intimacy in later years deepens. Physical closeness evolves into a profound connection that transcends mere actions. It embodies touch and emotional bonding, vital for a fulfilling existence. Sexual intimacy transforms from a focus on physical pleasure to an experience of closeness, sharing joy, warmth, and comfort. With age, these elements gain even greater value, enhancing both the body and spirit, making them truly cherished aspects of life. The concern about performance or the natural physical changes that occur with age often deters older adults from maintaining a sexual relationship. It's completely normal for the body to change over time, and these changes may affect how one experiences physical intimacy. However, it's important to understand that these changes don't signify the end of pleasure or intimacy. On the contrary, with age comes wisdom, and with wisdom comes a deeper understanding of what brings joy, what one desires, and how to effectively communicate those desires with a partner. As individuals grow older, they often discover a newfound freedom in exploring their sexuality, free from the burdens of unrealistic expectations tied to youth. The pressures surrounding performance, appearance, and the need to conform begin to dissipate. What emerges is a more relaxed and comfortable approach to intimacy, fostering deeper satisfaction. The focus shifts away from impressing others or adhering to external standards, centering instead on the joy of the experience, being present with a partner, and sharing a genuine act of love and trust. Connection is essential, and the key lies in adapting to the evolving realities of your body while discovering what resonates with you. While things may not function precisely as they did in your youth, it doesn't imply that a fulfilling and vibrant sexual life is out of reach. It's about exploring fresh avenues to sustain intimacy, releasing outdated expectations, and identifying what brings you joy in the present. This could involve enhancing communication with your partner, experimenting with various forms of connection, or simply embracing the emotional aspects of intimacy. Possibilities are boundless. The key takeaway is that your sexuality belongs to you. It doesn't fade with time. It is, and will always be, an integral part of your identity. Regardless of your age, you have every right to seek love, pleasure, and connection. There is no appropriate age for intimacy, nor is there a cap on desire. Dispel the notion that you've outgrown this aspect of life. Embrace your sexuality with the wisdom and confidence that accompany age, and you'll discover that it can persist beautifully. Bring joy, fulfillment, and meaning to your life, regardless of the stage you're in. Moreover, the advantages of intimacy in later years extend well beyond the immediate pleasure it offers. Research consistently demonstrates that sustaining an active sexual life can significantly enhance your overall health and well-being. It's not solely about the emotional bond. The physical act itself yields tangible, long-lasting benefits for both body and mind. For example, studies suggest that regular sexual activity can boost mental health and strengthen the immune system. Engaging in intimacy can significantly enhance your health and even lower the chances of heart disease. How incredible is that? By participating in such activities, you're providing your body with a surge of resilience and vitality. During these moments, your body produces a delightful mix of hormones, including endorphins and oxytocin, often dubbed the feel-good hormones. These substances are crucial for elevating your mood, alleviating stress, and promoting a general sense of well-being. Notably, oxytocin is frequently called the love hormone, as it nurtures feelings of closeness and bonding with your partner are essential. By avoiding sex, you may be overlooking one of your most significant allies in sustaining both physical and emotional health. The relaxation and happiness that accompany sexual intimacy can resonate throughout your daily life, providing you with increased energy and a more positive perspective. However, it's important to keep in mind that there is no one-size-fits-all approach to sexuality, particularly as we age. Each individual's journey is distinct, and there are no universal guidelines. As you navigate the evolution of your intimate life, the key is to prioritize your comfort and satisfaction with your decisions. If sexual desire remains a vibrant aspect of your existence, as it does for many, resist the urge to let age or societal biases dictate your experience. You possess the same right to explore and relish this facet of your life now as you did in your youth. If you're still engaged with this content and find these insights valuable, please comment 3 below to share your thoughts. Remain present with me. If you find yourself feeling uncertain or hesitant, take the opportunity to gather information. Engage in open dialogues with your partner, and if needed, reach out to a healthcare professional. Numerous resources and options exist to assist you in navigating the physical changes that may accompany aging while still enjoying a fulfilling and active sexual life. Keep in mind that this aspect of your identity is essential, and it should persist as a source of joy, comfort, and satisfaction, regardless of your age. Life continues, and so do its pleasures. Regardless of whether they are emotional, intellectual, or physical, these aspects need not come to a halt. As we conclude this discussion, it's crucial to contemplate the habits we've explored. These habits, which may have appeared innocuous or even essential for years, can transform into barriers to a fulfilling and joyful life in your later years. The reality is that this phase of life is not about deceleration or resignation. It's about welcoming a fresh sense of freedom and a new chapter brimming with chances to live fully and thoughtfully by letting go of these habits. 7 steps you can take today to embark on the journey of reclaiming your life. Rediscover the strength that comes from living with purpose, making choices that center around your happiness, well-being, and independence. Aging is not the end, it marks the beginning of a new chapter, one to be experienced with wisdom, self-care, and, most importantly, joy. Whether it's the delight of a meaningful conversation, the fulfillment of acquiring new knowledge, or the warmth of close connections, this phase of life is brimming with opportunities for satisfaction. Embrace it and internalize these valuable lessons. As we reach the conclusion of this video, may this chapter of your life be filled with the joy and richness you truly deserve. I hope the insights we've shared on embracing life more fully as you age have resonated with you. These 7 habits, if not addressed, can hinder your path to a genuinely joyful and fulfilling existence. Now is the moment to take the lessons you've gathered and weave them into your journey. What has struck a chord with you? Take a moment to reflect on one key takeaway from today that you will begin to implement. We would love to hear your thoughts. So please share them in the comments below. Remember, it's never too late to reclaim your happiness and embrace a life filled with purpose, wisdom, and joy. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content that supports you in living your best life. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.